Hey K-popers, welcome back to HAON and welcome back to a brand new K-pop news roundup. It's hard to believe it's only been a week since the last roundup. So much has happened in the world, and I don't think I've ever been more proud to call myself a K-pop fan. So let's get you caught up on everything you need to know. This is your K-pop news roundup for June 7th, 2020. Once again, let's start with the major news this week, which is the continued protests and civil unrest in the United States in this fight for racial equality. It really feels like different groups around the world are coming together to help those in the US in any way they can, and for K-pop fans, that meant using their online and social media dominance for good. The first instance of this involved the Dallas Police Department, which tweeted to its citizens to use their iWatch mobile app to report evidence of protesters, violence, and looting. Within hours, K-pop fans had taken down the app after flooding it with fan cams and helped protect protesters out in the streets of Dallas. Then, on Wednesday, white supremacists and racists tried to counter the Twitter trends with their own hashtags, hashtag White Lives Matter and hashtag Whiteout Wednesday. Once again, K-pop fans took to Twitter and drowned out the posts by flooding the hashtag with fan cams, reality show clips, and really any footage of idols they could find. The reaction was instantaneous, with K-pop fans earning the praise of the Twitter sphere and being welcomed in as an ally in the fight for equality. Like I said at the outset, I've never been more proud of this community, and it's truly wonderful to see all these different groups of people bringing their unique skills to the table and uniting on this cause. Now, idols have been doing their part too. Big Hit and BTS donated $1 million to Black Lives Matter this week, an absolutely massive amount of money. In addition to the donation, hundreds of groups, idols, TV MCs, and labels have all shared statements in support for Black Lives Matter. I wish I could name them all in this video, but there's just too many, which is a good thing. Moving on to some rather upsetting news, it came out this week that Blackpink's Lisa had been defrauded out of 1 billion won, or nearly $1 million US, by her former manager. The manager was taking money from Lisa under the premise of buying real estate, but he ended up just gambling the money away instead. It's unfortunately yet another instance of YG-associated staff participating in these seedy activities, so hopefully Lisa can take legal action against this now resigned manager. We can also hope this news helps discourage other idols being taken advantage of financially. Former FX member Amber Liu has had quite the week on Twitter. She first shared a post promoting a letter to get the officer who killed George Floyd's charges increased. While this was good intentioned, it drew a lot of backlash because of the implications that it could actually have on the case. If these letters gained traction, the officer could potentially make a case that the prosecutors, jurors, and judge were being influenced by social pressure. This is a valid criticism, but as it goes on the internet, there were also nasty people who took this as an opportunity to bully her online, which led to this post. Amber posted this very heated rant, which felt a little disjointed and caught up in the moment. While she was very open and admitted her past mistakes, the aggressive tone and acknowledging rumors and awful things trolls were saying probably wasn't the best idea at the time. Hopefully, Amber can get a chance to disconnect from social media, ignore these people, and focus on self-improvement and educating herself as we all need to do in a time like this. AB6 member Youngmin has been caught driving drunk and had his driving license revoked. The group announced that they've actually delayed their promotions until June 29th as a result of this, and that Youngmin will not be promoting with them for this comeback. It's a tough blow for this group who just completed their rookie year. Alright, that was a lot of heavy news, so let's get to some new comebacks from this past week. The biggest release of the week, of course, is Twice's visually stunning new release, More and More. Victon is also back with an intense song called Mayday. EXO's Lay has released a Chinese solo titled Lit. Stray Kids expanded their Japanese discography with 2 new releases this week, Top and Slump. Sik-K, PH1, J-Park, and HAON all collaborated on Gang, a new track supporting equality. Of course, lots of other new K-pop was released this week, so be sure to share your favorite new releases in the comments and we can all discover some more great K-pop. In other news, Taemin will be coming back with a new solo in July. It'll be his first solo release in 1 year and 5 months. Blackpink's comeback is nearly upon us. It's been announced that the first pre-release single off of their upcoming album will be released on June 12th. BTS has joined the 1 billion view club. Their music video for DNA reached 1 billion views this week. Rant has decided to donate all proceeds from his work as an ambassador with Levi Strauss Korea. The money is going to be going to disadvantaged women who are struggling due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Mamamoo's Hwasa is also releasing solo music this month. She's preparing for an album which should be released in late June. Former Protestors 48 contestant Go Yoo-jin has released a letter to fans announcing that she's no longer going to be debuting as an idol. After finishing 31st on the show, she'd been training for a while, but due to various factors, she's decided to live a life as a non-celebrity. From her letter, it sounds like she wants to share more, but hasn't been able to yet, perhaps meaning that she's under a non-disclosure agreement. She did say though that she'll tell us more in the future, so it'll be interesting to learn about the situation fully when that time comes. Now, on to the week in music shows. This week, music shows were all about boy groups, with 3 different male artists winning trophies. I should also note that Show Music Core didn't have a broadcast this week, so only 5 trophies were awarded. Monsta X started the week off with a win for Fantasia on the show. Victon then took 3 wins for Candy on Show Champion, Music Bank, and Inkigayo. NCT 127 also secured another win for Punch on M Countdown. Alright K-popers, that's all the news I compiled this week for you. Is there another news story that you care about that I didn't cover in this video? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching guys, and be sure to like and subscribe so that you don't miss out on any future news. And make sure you stay tuned for the next deep dive coming out on Wednesday. I'm going to be diving into one of the most inspirational and generous idols to have ever graced the K-pop world. If you really enjoy this content each week and can do so, I do have a Patreon link in the description as well where you can support my work. Thanks once again, and I'll see you guys again next week for more K-pop news.